This is Rock with J-Man, and today I'm interviewing Giovannie Yanez. So how you doing today, man?
Dude, doing so fantastic, man. Doing really good.
So you figured out how to make a crowd sing along to some pretty dark stuff, like they're
Yeah.
celebrating. Have you ever stood on stage hearing thousands of people scream one of your lyrics back at you and thought, I don't I don't think they realize about how bad of a place I was in when I wrote that?
Oh man, I think the reason that our fans are so attracted to our music is because of how dark it is. But
Mhm.
then in it, for some reason, you find I guess the light at the end of the tunnel, man.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know if anybody's ever misinterpreted any of the lyrics because it's pretty, it's kind of straightforward, man. Yeah, and people, I don't know, the fans get it. You know what I mean? Yep.
Now, something I notice across your writing is that you'll often convict yourself before anything or anyone else gets a chance. You'll tell us you're the screw up, the toxic one, the guy who let somebody down. Now, is that pure honesty, or is it admitting your worst qualities first sometimes a way of making sure nobody can use them against you?
Oh no, man. So I feel like in today's world, everybody's so afraid of like hiding what they've gone through when it's like that's the beauty of life, man, is going through something and then you know, just owning it pretty much. It's not anything that, oh yeah, I call myself this, so you can't call me that. No, it's not even that way. It's just yeah, man, just to say that it's okay, if you are any of those things, a shithead or whatever it is, man. Yeah.
Now, there's an interesting contradiction in your catalog. You have a
Mhm.
never gonna quit, and then we have we never change. Now,
Yeah.
put the three versions of that at the same table. Which one is telling the truth today?
Um, both, man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in the sense of, yeah, man, having a good time in that aspect of, yeah, man, hanging out with your boys, not over exceeding whatever, man, you know? You can still live and have fun. Just don't, yeah, it's don't overdo it, bro, you know? That's it.
Now, you've talked about realizing afterwards that you weren't completely present for parts of Making Quitter because of what you were going through. When you perform those songs now with a clear head, does it ever feel like the current version of you is covering songs written by somebody you barely recognize anymore?
Man, what a great question, dude. Me and my buddy, dude, we were just talking about the Quitter album, man. Oh, and I hated that album for so long. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because of the era I was going through at the time. It just brought me back to that. But recently, dude, it's so crazy you asked me that question, bro. Because this past week I've been listening to nothing but the Quitter album. And I'm listening to it, bro, and I've realized I'm like, man, what an awesome record, bro. What a great freaking record. Like, and I listened to it and like when I got done listening to it a few times, man, I'm like, dude, I wish I could give myself a hug.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, dude, I wish I could genuinely go back in time,
Mhm.
tell myself, hey, dude, it's gonna be okay. It's
Yeah.
gonna be all right. Just get through this. Yeah. So, dude, absolutely. Thank you for asking that question, bro. Oof. Mm, oof. Yeah. I almost got a little, yeah, teary eyed there, but yeah, dude, it's real shit, man. Yeah.
Now, there's a responsibility that comes with writing honestly about addiction, drinking, self-destruction, and bad decisions, because rock and roll has always been good at making terrible behavior look cool. Where do you personally draw that line between documenting your demons and accidentally turning those demons into a mythology for a younger fan?
See, so that's the thing, man. Have fun. Again, have fun. If you're in the younger generation, nobody's telling you not to have fun. Go have fun. You're gonna have fun either way. So just do it at a limit. And everybody's smart enough. We're not stupid
Yeah.
that we know what is past a limit. So it's just like if if whatever group wants to uh you know uh, I guess I don't know, advertise that. If somebody wants to advertise that action, bro, then let them do that, man. But is it good for the rest of the generation, man, that we have coming? I don't think so, man. Whenever I was guilty of doing it, so Yeah, but we all grow up, man. You know, we all grow up, man.
On I Hate Me Too, you basically handed the prosecution its entire case against you. When you brought that song into a room, was
Mm.
that what was the lyric or admission that made you most uncomfortable knowing your own bandmates were going to hear it?
Man, I don't think anything, bro, because bro, my band is like super tight, bro. Like we share everything. Like we're brothers. We spend, you know, most of our lives with them. So whenever I would do it, they'd either laugh or be like, yeah, like,
Mhm.
yeah, we're a little crazy every once in a while, man.
And there's a part of the song that I'm a little curious about. There's a difference between saying this is who I am and saying this is who I refuse to stop being. Now, have you ever caught yourself using self-awareness as an excuse not to change?
I think maybe at some times whenever as a writer, we write songs that we've gone through, and for some reason, I can't answer that. Like truly, man, because I could sit here. I'm sitting here right now. I just got done finishing a sample,
Yeah.
and I just wrote just some off the wall heartbreak stuff when I'm not even going through anything. Maybe it's just saying I'm not going to change, and maybe there's a battle that I had at that moment of yeah, I'm not going to whatever it may have been, man. But seasons, you know.
Now, Pineapple Sunshine does something I love. The music can feel inviting, while the subject underneath it is anything but that. Now, do you intentionally try to go out there and make certain songs sound good enough to dance to? Because people will swallow an uglier truth easier because it's wrapped in something beautiful.
I think I made it beautifully so people could listen.
Yeah.
Uh, cause man, I almost didn't put that song on the album, dude. Cause like, yeah, it just so vulnerable for me to have done that. And like, yeah, I remember being in the studio, dude. Parts of it, man. And Johnny, my producer, he was just looking at me and he's just like, are you sure? It was just, bro, yeah. It's that song is one of my favorite songs though, man. It's I wrote that song, man, I don't know, a couple years before we even went into record Quitter.
Hmm.
Like I have it on an old laptop with just like a little demo, like this sounds like trash, and it just, yeah, man. It's that one's still tough sometimes to listen to because it's just like I don't know, man. That song is so real.
Yeah.
Like it is like beyond, yeah, man. But it's also sharing that so people can feel that they're not alone, man.
Now, you wrote Cheap Tequila looking back at the days when you guys were broke, working regular jobs, living, paycheck to paycheck. Now, success makes people nostalgic about being broke because that's what they remember. They remember the freedom and they forget the misery. What's one thing you generally miss about those days and one thing you never want anybody romancing?
Man, if I can say I miss anything from those days, man, I don't know. It was I think I didn't have as much stress, man.
Yeah.
It was literally waking up. I just work at a pawn shop in Stephenville. I don't know if you know where Stephenville, Texas is, dude.
Yeah.
But I used to work at a pawn shop called Golden Nugget, and all I cared about was waking up, going to work, being able to pay for whatever, and go playing music, man. Like, yeah, man. If yeah, I didn't have any stress. I wasn't doing any hard drugs. I was just probably smoking weed and drinking like a normal, I don't know, 22-year-old, 23-year-old at the time. So, yeah, man. One, yeah, the freedom that you said it, man. The freedom of that, bro.
Now, here's something I've wondered about musicians who write autobiographically. Your fans can know your regrets, relationships, addictions, and insecurities without ever meeting you. Now, has anybody ever talked to you like they knew you as the person that when you realize that they actually only knew you as like the narrator?
Yeah, man. But then when it comes to that point of talking to somebody, well, it's like, I don't know, man. They hear that dude, version, that season I was going through. So they hear whatever record it is, or whatever, that their favorite record that they have. Like they genuinely really like that guy.
Yeah.
So it's just like if somebody wants to come up to me and talk to me and slap hands and dab me up like we've been boys for years, cool. Come on,
Mhm.
you know? Hell yeah, dude.
Now, your newest release, "Wishing I Was Still," is with Dalton Torres. Forget
Yeah.
how that collaboration happened. That's the question everybody asks. What could Dalton's voice communicate inside that song that your voice couldn't have communicated by itself?
Man, that's his voice is very it's really good, man. It's almost soft and it's kind of like a rehab, like the song Rehab
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
the band Rehab, right? It just his voice is so good that it's like, man, what if I went in there? Because I threw the idea at Dalton. Dalton already had some of the song written. I was like, dude, let me help you finish writing it. I helped him. But I was like, man, there's something in the song
Yeah.
that it needs. A little swagger. A little swag to make to whatever. So then yeah, dude. Went and did that.
Mhm.
So I think our voices both go really good together, man. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Really, you got something smooth and you got something crunchy and rough, man. So yeah.
Now, you also did Never Gonna Quit with Sterling Elza. When another singer enters your world, what interests me is not whether your voices kind of sound good together, but what has to be emotionally true about somebody before you'll let them stand next to you on a song carrying your band's name.
Man, that's I take that stuff personally, man. I really do. Like Sterling I've known since he's a young cat. I know he's a young cat, but younger cat, man. And I've known Dalton for a little while, man. So it's basically, dude, just being homies, man, before anything. Cause anybody can come up to you and dab you up, be like, yeah, what's up, dude? Whatever. But it's like, nah, man, like, and then to the point where they've never asked me for anything, you know? And it's like, yeah, dude, like when Sterling came over, like all the glass breaking and stuff like that really happened. Like we were talking about how we could make it sound like Toby Keith's I Love This Bar, like the intro, and you hear all the glasses clanking and stuff. And man, it just if I can vibe with the person, dude, I'll help you write as many songs as somebody wants, man. Yeah.
Now, you guys have been playing Zoe live, even though it hasn't even been officially released yet. Now that we're basically just letting the audience into the laboratory before the experiment is finished, has anything about the crowd's reaction to Zoe made you rethink the recording, the arrangement, or even what you thought the song was about?
No, man, it's really awesome. We just played in golly, what was that place we played at? I think it was like down south in San Antonio or something like that. No, um, Copeland. It was in Copeland, man.
Yeah.
And there's a version that says like the weather down in Galveston last fall.
Yeah.
And after the show, I went and took pictures at the merch booth, bro. And everybody up there named and heard that line out of the song goes, bro, we came from the Galveston Bay, bro. And I'm just like, that means a lot, dude. You know what I mean? Like, not only to me, but it means something to somebody because maybe they're from there or they know somebody or their mom or whatever, man. Yeah. So I dig it, bro. I really enjoy Zoe.
Now, who in the hired guns is most likely to look you dead in the face and say, Gio, this song is bullshit? And what was the last idea that they saved you from?
Trejo. Trejo, man, my bass player. He's been with me the longest, dude. But he knows that, yeah, man. I think the last song, I think it was a Spanish song, dude. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And everybody's like, nah,. This just. So yeah, we didn't release that. I think we released I Hate Me Too instead, man. Yeah.
Now, your name on the Marique, but there are four other musicians creating the thing that people actually hear. Now, tell me one musical quality that you genuinely envy about each guy in the hired guns, and just something that they can do that you wish you had.
how I can pull something out of my hat of tricks, bro. Like anything. Dude, I could be on stage and just strum a random chord because I think of a random song. These guys don't know any of the song that I'm about to play. And they just go, lock in. They don't even go around, don't look over at my fingers. They're just boom, done, locked in, done, bro. Like that is they're so good. They're amazing guys at the end of the day, on and off the stage, bro. They do anything for you. They take the shirt off their back. I envy how amazing my guys can genuinely be, dude. All the time, they're just so great, man. So not only are they great musicians, man, but they are out of these world guys, man, for sure.
Now, you guys have a rare audience where somebody can discover you through Texas County and somebody else through radio and somebody else through metal and somebody because the title Ramon Ayala means something cultural to them before they even hear a note. Which part of your audience misunderstands you the most?
Man, I don't know if any of them really misunderstand the whole idea of what we're doing, you know?
Yeah.
It's just because we don't try to hide anything. Like, we've always been open and true and just, yeah, man, I just want everybody to have fun. That's why I feel like we're so accepted in all these different regions. Not only is our music very diverse, but we also, yeah.
Now, Ramon um, became this massive career-changing song, and here's what I don't want to ask. Did you expect it to be that big? My question is, did its success ever become creatively dangerous, where you caught yourself thinking about what the next version of that song could be and should be instead of what the next your song should be?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think I focus on trying to write another fast. When that song just happened out of nowhere, dude. Out of nowhere, I just strumming some random chords, riding in the front seat of our freaking express van, dude. And I'm like, dude, I want to rap. And I just and then I sang the down chorus, and I'm just like, so just like trying to find that and trying to remake that, it just ain't ever gonna happen. That was like a one time, like, I'm so glad I recorded. I'm so glad I remembered the song. So yeah, man, for a little while I did find myself, man, just trying to chase that song just like that. And I think that, that kind of not really held me back, but creativity wise, absolutely.
Now, if it disappeared from the catalog tomorrow and nobody remembered it existed, which song would you put in somebody's hands and say, this is the real blueprint for what we are?
Man, probably overrated. I mean, it has a little bit of rock, has Tejano. It's it's yeah, it's funny, it's fun. It's not cheesy, but it's just fun to listen to, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, overrated for sure.
What's something current Geo does that the younger Geo would call you a sellout for?
Working out, taking my job seriously, locking in. I always thought that stuff was so lame, man. I don't know why. And now that I'm doing all this, it's just like I wish I would have done this a long time ago, you know?
Mhm.
But we're here now, dude. So hey.
Touring gets sold to fans as this endless adventure. You know what it actually cost? What's the biggest lie musicians tell themselves about life on the road?
The biggest lie,
Yes.
man. Food, bro. Food gets expensive. I know rooms, but you expect that, right? You expect hotel rooms or a bus or whatever you're touring in.
Huh.
But food, seriously, man. Sometimes you get a buyout from a venue, $20. Can't even buy something at a restaurant for $20 nowadays.
Now, here's the image nobody really talks about. You can walk off stage where hundreds of thousands of people are screaming your name and get back on a bus, close that door, and suddenly it's quiet. Which is harder to deal with sometimes, the noise or that silence afterwards? Because, like, your body's getting used to it, and then just like it just flips like that.
Man, we stay pretty active all day for the most part, except on the rides there, you know. So usually when we get there, I'm kind of restless. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I do doze off before a show, but for the most part, it's just the antsiness feeling, bro. You're just ready to do it, and yeah, you get on there and you see all the crowd and you have your moment. But for the most part, man, you're pretty tired. You know, you're pretty tired. Kind of want to shake the hands, do that, get back in the bus and just absolutely chill, you know? Because he just gave, or at least I do, at least I give 110%, man.
Now,
So, yeah.
you've made vulnerability part of it, what this band does, but nobody owes the public every piece of themselves. Without telling me what it is there a subject you've repeatedly tried to turn into a song and realize I'm still not ready to just say this out loud yet?
Um, yeah, man. I think maybe the passing of my brother, dude. I've been wanting to write a song and I just can't, you know? I think as much as like I try to, like I can write any other song, any song. But like the one thing that I feel like, oh, boom, I got it. I should be able to like, yeah. So yeah.
Now, you're still writing your story right now. 10 years from now, when you hear the music you're making in this period, what do you hope the future you realizes that you finally figured out? And what are you afraid he'll realize you still had not learned?
Um, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna look back and be proud of myself, man. Um, it's just manifestation, dude. And I can't wait to look back, man. And one thing that I don't think I'll truly learn or figure out, man, is how to pick out the friends with the fake masks, you know? So I don't know if anybody ever will, and if you have, sick.
If you are on death row, what would your final meal be and why?
From anywhere, anything.
Like at literally anything.
Uh, I would get, man. I'd probably get. I don't know why this is so hard, dude. My gosh, what? It's my last meal. Are you sure it's my last meal, dude? My grandma's mole. It's a Mexican dish. Yeah, she doesn't make it sweet. Everybody makes it sweet. She makes it kind of spicy. Chicken and mole with rice, beans, um, milk and rice.
Yeah.
If you've never had milk and rice, oh, so good. And just nonstop glasses of Milo sweet tea.
What's the meanest thing somebody ever said about your music that actually, after you got over being pissed off about it, you realize it contained a little bit of truth?
Man, I don't think if I've ever heard anybody say anything to my face or anything like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in a write up. I'm trying to
mhm.
think of write up, but I don't know. For the most part, yeah, I think been smooth. Yeah.
Now, you've already proven that you can survive being broke, unknown, doubted, and just completely outside the industry's neat little boxes. What scares you the most now that success is actually giving you something to lose?
Man, everything that I've built, man. And the one moment that made me realize that it could all be gone in a snap of a finger, some fingers, man, is when I went to California to rehab.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that I didn't go to rehab, a nice rehab in Texas. No, I got sent to California to some nonprofit where they send all the LA County drug dealers and all these guys. Other than some crazy dudes, bro. It was like prison now. And I think going through that, giving the trauma that I did to my people, having to call my mom on Mother's Day, telling her that I have to go to rehab. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever want to do that ever again, man. I think that's my motivation is losing literally everything because they gave me a second chance. And you don't take those for granted, man. Yeah.
What's next for you? Whoa.
Man, you know, right now, I think right now, I just want to release this album.
All right.
You know, uh, I think that I'm just so focused on this album, man. It's super crazy, dude. I haven't been this excited about anything, and now the talks that we've all these old colleagues that we used to have are coming back around, and it's just a really great feeling, man. So this year is looking like it's going to be a really, really, really great year, man. So God is good, and yeah, I hope world domination, really, man. I hope somebody over in Japan knows who Giovanni Higher Guns is, man. That's what's next. That's what's next, man.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with me today. I felt like we had a pretty good conversation, and I just want to say thanks for taking the time again. It's been
Dude,
nice.
thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Appreciate it again, boss. Thank
Yes,
you
sir. Yes,
again.
sir.